Hi guys, it's James and welcome back to another video. Today we're starting a new series, Call of Duty map reviews. Today we'll be starting with Ambush. Ambush is set in Kuwait City. It is a section from the Call of Duty 4 campaign mission, Charlie Don't Surf. This map has a connection with broadcast, which in the campaign it is right next to. But in the multiplayer version in Call of Duty 4, you do not see broadcast. You do see Ambush in broadcast. Ambush is a desert map. It is a close quarters type map. You don't get much room to work with. You've got a lot of small buildings, a lot of areas that people can take up snipers and use it to their advantage. There's also a machine gun nest which is in the southern end of the map. Ambush is one of the very first maps in the modern Call of Duty era that would let you go underground. Another map from Call of Duty 4 which would use this was Pipeline. Ambush would use these tunnels so you could flank the enemy team's spawn. As most of the fighting happened in the centre, you could sneak down and spawn trap the enemy or kill them. Most people camped up by the tanks or by the Humvees. Now in the underground portion, it was a small condensed sewer, not really much room for movement, but if you had an other squad mate, they could cover one side and you could cover the other. This could be done to camp, to get a helicopter, or it could just be done to prevent getting killed repeatedly by airstrikes, which are a pretty common thing on Ambush. If one was to enable the old school game mode on Call of Duty 4, they were able to get into a set of spots that were not available to the players in the standard mode. These spots were not used in public matches as the old school game mode was never really populated. These would be in the custom game known as Mike Myers. Most of these glitches could only be performed on old school and were used for Mike Myers. During the course of Modern Warfare Remastered lifecycle, Slasher was a weekend warfare game mode which was old school Mike Myers, and Ambush was a very popular map for that game mode. These spots then were not patched on the remastered, so the player had a lot of freedom to move around and not get killed. Yes, I know I failed the glitches, but next episode will be better. That wraps it up for the analysis of Ambush. Next week's episode will be Backlot, which will be a lot longer as Backlot has a lot more spots you can get to on the old school game mode. Ambush was a good map for me and I'll rate that a 7.5 out of 10. It was not the best of maps, but it was good enough. Hopefully it could get remastered one time.